So I know the entire population of Earth and Mars have already made videos bodybagging Crunchyroll in their upcoming original project, but this video isn't really meant to put them down specifically. Instead, I'd like to take the criticisms I have of this announcement and broaden them to make a point about all art. Not that I think I'm better than anyone, I just mean no one's saying exactly what I want to say here, at least as far as I've seen. And I'm using High Guardian Spice specifically because that's what's relevant right now, and hey, a baby YouTube channel's gotta do what's gotta do in this world. So if you haven't seen the announcement video for High Guardian Spice, basically it's a video of its staff announcing the existence of the show and talking about how great of a staff they are and how it's a really good show. But they don't actually demonstrate anything to back up their claims. They just pat themselves on the back and throw some very early concept art at you. If you think I'm lying or skipping too many details, you can watch the video yourself. It's only 90 seconds, it's in the description. Again, this isn't specifically an attack on Crunchyroll or whatever, because this is not the first time I've seen a team pat themselves on the back for doing something they haven't actually done yet, nor will it be the last. I see this every now and then, and it all bleeds into one another. I'm just using High Guardian Spice as an example of my point, that the artist does not matter. Okay, so that's not an end-all be-all statement, there are some contradictions to it, but just hear me out. What this announcement is doing is talking about the people. It barely mentions anything about the product itself. All they've really said is this:
it's funny, and it's warm, and it's adventurous, and they're letting us make it a little bit weird, so that's very exciting.
So it's Little Witch Academia. Hey, I don't have a problem with that. I like Little Witch. But this isn't Studio Trigger here. This is Elation Studios, a group of people who I know nothing about. And so I don't really care about them. Sorry. The reason why I care about Studio Trigger is because I like Kill La Kill. I like Kiznaiver. The studio has a lot of personality that they've presented in their works, which are otherwise enjoyable and interesting. There's been a lot of buzz for the last year and a half about their PR guy going around on 4chan asking about Patreon and stuff, and the studio actually set one up. People are literally just handing Trigger their money because, I don't know, they think Promare will be good or something. People care about the creations, which then make them care about the creator. It's a cause and effect. You can't just come out and say,
people are really excited about what the show is and what it represents.
Sure, you're excited, but I don't have any reason to be. And listen, I think it's great that these people have jobs where they get to do what they love. I don't even want this show to fail. Why would I? If this show takes off, that's good for Crunchyroll. I like Crunchyroll personally. They do a pretty good job of making anime more popular in the West. So if they draw in a new crowd that gets more people to watch anime, that means more people will watch my channel. That's right, I'm in this for the long con. But the unfortunate reality is that they've got a long way to go before they win me or most other people over. This announcement, I'm not really sure who it was even for. I can tell you it wasn't for anime fans, because this isn't the kind of art style that they appreciate. Maybe it was for people who really think that diversity somehow matters when it comes to art, but I feel like they would buy into anything anyway, because, let me tell you, diversity really does not matter when it comes to making art. That's not the point of it. The point of art, if I may be so brash as to make big statements like this, is about expressing yourself. The creator doesn't matter. What they make based on the person they are is what matters. Like, the circumstances of one's birth are... Yeah, we all know the frickin' quote. I think the biggest success story in anime for the last, eternity is Kemono Friends, an anime that was made by 10 people over the course of a year and a half. And it really, really shows. But people actually embraced this off-kilter presentation because it has this really interesting setting and these fun characters. It wasn't because people felt bad for the staff. That might have made the series better for them. It was certainly a good talking point, a cool piece of trivia, but you can only win so much with sympathy alone. Case in point, Marriage Chin Maid Chin. Oh, that is really tough to say. An anime industry nightmare from earlier in the year whose production got so bad that it had to be pulled off the air with 2 episodes left of its broadcast. If you peruse articles about this anime, it seems like it was in the hands of people who really cared about making a good product. No one wants to make something bad on purpose, right? But man, completely fell apart because this project was so poorly planned and a lot of the staff didn't even work in anime production before this. It was a disaster waiting to happen from the beginning, honestly. Was it their fault? Nah, this was probably just put together by some corporate pieces of crap who don't care about anime. They still gave it an honest attempt. But there's only so much that people are willing to forgive. People don't want to look at this. Even my friend Roger Smith, who loved the show so much that he reached out to the director, only gave the anime a 6 out of 10. The artist only deserves so much when you separate them from the art. If we were to examine art by just the artist alone, then Recovery of an MMO Junkie would be completely buried right now, because it's become pretty common knowledge that the director is some sort of neo-Nazi, Holocaust denier, piece of garbage asshole. But that's kind of redundant in an anime about video games, or I've never actually seen this before, but it's pretty widely praised and is still loved now. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, there are so many examples that I could list. I could talk about how much Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to Heaven sucks despite its depressing lyrics and tone. The Outsiders, a classic novel, popular among boys even though it was written by a girl. Donald Trump is still the president. And the list goes on, but you kinda get it, I hope. There are lots of good and bad things made by bad and good people, respectively. I mean, if you want to buy into this diversity, feminism narrative, or whatever this is, I don't really have a problem with that. Go do what you like. I think it's just kind of pointless to focus on all that, in my opinion. And you can blame this on me being cis white trash, go ahead. It doesn't matter that my number 2 favorite anime of all time was made by women and was about women, whatever. Hell, I even liked the other female-fronted anime that Crunchyroll had its name attached to. Ever heard of it? It's called Urahara. It's this weird, eccentric anime that has these interesting themes about creativity and what it means to be a creator and expressing yourself. Maybe these people should have watched Urahara before making that video. Whatever, again, I'm not trying to dismiss High Guardian Spice or anything. I want to like this show. It just rubs me the wrong way to see creators put themselves first, you know? I'm not trying to start a fight about this or anything, so I hope no one takes this video the wrong way, assuming anyone outside my usual viewer base actually sees this. I just wanted to drop my 2 cents into this little fiasco and make a quick video to add to my tiny channel, that's all. And don't forget that I'm not above any of these criticisms either. No one cares about me. No one gives a shit about Lux. They just want to see me do some funny Demolition D impressions, and we'll get back to those soon. Until then, thanks for watching. Toot-tooroo, mofos.